Hello there, CryptoWisers. Welcome back to the channel. Wow, what a couple days it has been in crypto. We saw a classic crypto flash crash yesterday morning. As you can see here, it's just one of those times where the whales are showing their power and they just want to clear out and liquidate all those long traders. Sometimes it happens to people shorting the market. Sometimes it happens to people longing the market. But honestly, I think from a fundamental standpoint, even from a technical standpoint, you kind of just got to ignore these flash crashes because they don't really tell you anything. Really, it just has to do with so much leverage in the exchange, traders using a lot of leverage. You get the whales recognizing that and they just flood them all out. So I hope you were keeping safe out there. Even if you are traders, I hope you are using your stop losses and all that good stuff to make sure that you're not liquidating yourself. But even with that flash crash, the market is still showing a lot of strength. A lot of stuff bounced back very quickly. And in my humble opinion, I think, yeah, it slows us down, which is probably a good thing. But in the next coming days, maybe a week or so, we'll forget all about that. And so today I'm looking at three altcoins I think are undervalued, ones that at one point were super hyped for good reason, but for whatever reason have not bounced yet. They haven't really gained any momentum, so I think they're very undervalued, and I'm going to share them with you today. Three beauty altcoin gems. But before I do that, I got some very exciting news, CryptoWisers. We are teaming up with our friends at Umi Digital. You might recognize Umi. I made a whole video on them. They are a very cool NFT project that is building on the Sora network, which will be a parachain on Polkadot. Well, we're teaming up to create the very first CryptoWise NFT. And this isn't just some crappy little NFT thing, okay? We have Purple Asahi, one of the artists that Umi works with a lot. They're doing a hand sketch Japanese NFT, very much in the style of these other Umis. I cannot wait to reveal this NFT to you. This is going to be amazing. I am super, super excited about this. But maybe the best thing about it is that you have a chance to win this. And we are only minting 10. There will only ever be 10 of these CryptoWise NFTs. It's going to be an incredible piece of artwork, and you have a chance to win one. We are going to be giving away one in partnership with Umi to our community. So we'll be releasing more details about that in the coming days, but definitely you're going to have to be a subscriber to the channel. So take a moment now, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. And make sure you're following us over on Twitter because we're going to be posting a lot of news about it over on Twitter. There are going to be ways that you can enter to win this amazing NFT on Twitter. So make sure you're following us at CryptoWise Daily. I couldn't be more excited about this. It's going to be awesome. And again, I'm going to be releasing details how you can enter to try to win one of these incredibly rare original artwork NFTs. Going to be awesome. All right, CryptoWisers, let's get to this. Three altcoins that I think are super undervalued right now. You know what to do. Buckle up because this is going to be another exciting episode of CryptoWise. All right, CryptoWisers, let's get straight into this. The first altcoin that I think is completely undervalued, it is the kind of altcoin I like to call post-hype. Solid project, super hyped when it comes out. There's a crash in the market and it doesn't quite bounce back as fast as some other things. I made a lot of money picking up these kind of tokens in the last bear cycle. You want to be trying to get things when they are undervalued. And this first one I think definitely is, and that is Raze Network. No surprise here for anyone who watches the channel. This is a Polkadot project. So of course I'm going to have interest in it because you know Milty's crypto crush is Polkadot. And Raze is building on Polkadot. What they're building is a privacy middleware that can be used for any DeFi and all Web 3.0 dApps. But they're building on Substrate, so Polkadot, Kusama, in my opinion, the best tech for blockchain. And so you know that I like them right there. But this privacy issue, this is a big issue. And privacy gets a bad rap because, you think about privacy and all of a sudden people are going, oh, what kind of shady things do you want to do on the blockchain? It's not about that. But the problem with blockchain, what's great about it, but what's also a bit of an issue, is it's all there. It's all in the public ledger, which is awesome for verifying things, having a clear record of what has happened. But at the same time, if someone knows your wallet address, you don't really want them just following your every transaction. So those of us in crypto know, we got a bunch of wallets, 50 wallets, 100 wallets. I don't know how many wallets you have, but I have a ton of wallets. But what would be great is if you could make a transaction without anyone really knowing or being able to follow you, because let's face it, that can kind of get creepy. So Raze Network is a substrate-based cross-chain privacy protocol for the Polkadot ecosystem. It is built as a native privacy layer that can provide end-to-end anonymity for the entire DeFi and Web3 stack. It applies ZK snarks for the Zether framework to build a second-layer decentralized anonymous module. It will then be imported as a substrate-based smart contract. The objective of Raze Network is to enable cross-chain privacy-preserving payment and trading systems while protecting the transparency of your assets and behavior from surveillance. So you got the token sender, you got Raze, keeping everything private, and then the receiver. So basically how it works is they mint private tokens from the base tokens on a contract at a minting value of 1-to-1 using these ZK snarks. And basically it does three things. It can mint, it can transfer, and then it can redeem. So the mint function, that will convert any token into this private version of itself. And then with the redeem function, you just convert it back to whatever token it was in the first place. And then the transfer function, that allows you to transfer that token anonymously. And so that protects you as the sender, you as the receiver, and it also protects the amount that is being sent. So that if someone knows what your wallet is and you send someone a lot of money and they know whose wallet that is, someone could follow that. And that's one of the things about crypto that could be a big, big problem. And so I love this solution here by Raze Network. So that is essentially what the project is and does. We're about a year into the roadmap here, but like a lot of the Polkadot projects, they're getting close to launch, to product launch. So that is very exciting. This is what I like about a lot of these projects that I'm talking about today. When they first came out with a lot of hype, there was still a long time you had to wait to see an actual product. Now that time has passed, in many cases, you're getting the token for even less than the IDO sometimes, but the project is coming much, much sooner. So they were able to attract a lot of really good venture investors, and they've got some really great partners. Obviously, Kylan Network, we're huge fans of at the channel. Mantra DAO, Rio DeFi, other Polkadot projects that we really like. Other names like Konomi and Bondly. So they got a ton of partnerships already lined up. Okay, the other thing I like about Raze and these other projects is they already have built a very strong community. Okay, they have over 35,000 followers on Twitter. Again, post-hype. These projects were super hyped when they came out. There was a lot of excitement about Raze when it came out, and for good reason. I think there are a lot of great things to like about Raze, but then the market crashed and we just haven't seen it pump. I mean, we've seen Solana pump a lot. We're seeing Phantom pump a lot. We're just starting to see some stuff come out on Kusama, and Polkadot is just lagging behind some of these other networks. But in my opinion, it's going to be the best one out there. And so I'm looking for projects like Raze that have good fundamentals, but just have not yet bounced back from the last dip. So over 35,000 followers on Twitter. They've got a big Telegram group too that you can join if you're interested in learning more about them. And so let's look at the token here. Okay, so the token's sitting at 14 cents right now, a market cap of just $8 million. Fully diluted market cap of only $17 million. Okay, half the circulating supply is already out there right now. All right, so this is the all-time chart here. Okay, so like I said, it came out in March, I think sometime in March of this year. And look at this. It was very, very hyped. Look at this. It had a ton of momentum. And as we know, Bitcoin crashed. The whole altcoin market went with it. But as you can see, Raze has not moved pretty much since its all-time bottom. So that's what I'm talking about here when I'm talking post-hype tokens. The all-time high for Raze was 155. It's down 90%. These are the kind of opportunities you want to look for. Now, of course, like I always say, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. CryptoWise is not financial advice. I repeat, CryptoWise is not financial advice. We're just a couple of wise guys talking crypto. So you got to do your own research, but logic will tell you that you want to be finding opportunities when something is not at its all-time high, but when it is down, if you think that the project has strong fundamentals and has a great future. So right now, Raze available on Uniswap and Gate.io, a few other exchanges. That's also partly the reason why I don't think it has really pumped again yet, because it's not on any of the kind of major exchanges, which as a savvy investor, I like. I've said that before on the channel. When something's harder to get, there's opportunity there. All right, the other thing I like about Raze right now is that it is one of the projects that you can stake on Mantra DAO. So Mantra DAO, another Polkadot project, they offer staking through your MetaMask wallet, through other different compatible wallets, and Raze is one of the projects you can stake. And I believe the percentage right now is about 25% APY that you can get for staking your Raze. So that's an added bonus. Again, these are the kind of opportunities you want to look for. Great community, solid project, good track record. Have they been working during this downtime? And as we can see here with Raze, they just tweeted a couple of days ago, we just released the latest version of our production code on GitHub. That is a key component to researching these projects. You want to know what they're doing from a technical end. Is the team actually capable from a technical point of view to execute on what they're saying they're going to? And Raze is being completely transparent there, so you can check that out on their GitHub. So my number one altcoin undervalued right now, post-hype opportunity, is Raze Network, being built on the Polkadot network. All right, altcoin number two, very undervalued in my opinion, is Sifchain and their Rowan token. Now, I've talked about Sifchain a couple of times on our live shows. I told you guys it's one of the alts that I have been picking up. I've added a bunch of liquidity to the DEX. They just relaunched the DEX not too long ago. It's got this beautiful new design. They keep improving upon it. This is still just a beta test net. This is built on Cosmos, so it's interoperable. It is a multi-chain interoperable DEX. You can trade from the Ethereum blockchain to the Cosmos blockchain. That sounds familiar. It's because it's very similar to what Thorchain is doing. Thorchain, one of the major projects in crypto. Sifchain, the main developer of Sifchain, also was one of the main developers on Thorchain. So very amazing pedigree. And one of the reasons I'm hyped about Sifchain right now is because they did do this relaunch, and as part of it, they're adding incentive to add liquidity to the DEX. So if you go to their APY and go to the top ones, you can see here all the Cosmos tokens or projects, a lot of them anyway, you can get over 300% APY right now. Atom, the Cosmos token, you've got a Kosh, you got the CRO token from crypto.com because they're launching their chain on Cosmos, and a bunch of other ones, and even the non-Cosmos, some great APYs here. You got Phantom at 80%, USDT 136%. Now, of course, you got to worry about impermanent loss. This is liquidity with two different tokens we're talking about. Got Ethereum 60%. So I've added liquidity here, taking advantage of these APYs. But even better than that, okay, I love the potential of this project long term. I think this is a major, major project. CoinRank.app tweeted just a couple hours ago. They said the Sifchain team has been busy. 232 commits in the past month. So commits, again, that's on GitHub. When they make a change to the code, when they're working on stuff, they commit it. So when you see a high number like that, you know that a bunch of developers are working really hard at building the project. As CoinRank says, eRowan has one of the top developer ranks in crypto. So as a project, huge potential, already a great working beta. I've been using it. It works with the Cosmos wallet. I'm using the Kepler wallet, bit different than MetaMask. So just know that you got to learn about Cosmos and the different wallets available. But from a token standpoint, a token value standpoint, okay, the market cap right now is just over 43 million, completely undervalued in my opinion, sitting at 26 cents here for the token. And again, look at this chart, very similar to Raze, okay? This had huge hype when it came out. rightfully so. Again, I think this is an amazing project. Early on, they did kind of screw things up because they promised a bunch of airdrops. They were trying to build excitement and stuff, and that put a lot of circulating supply out there. And so when the token kind of took off, a lot of the private sale people, a lot of these airdrops started selling. That created sell pressure even before the crash. And then when the crash happened, it just kind of bottomed out. We saw it down at almost 11 cents, around 11 cents or so. Let's look. All-time low, yeah, actually just over 4 cents. Recently, though, it was down to about 10 cents in the last crash. But the all-time high, $1.43. So we're still over 80% off the all-time high. This thing is just getting started. I think this could be a beast, okay, one of the top taxes out there. This thing has a great chance. Now, of course, like any of the projects I'm talking about today, any of these altcoins, high risk, okay? I need to keep saying that, especially if you're new to crypto. These are high-risk projects. Not all of them are going to turn out, but in my opinion, Sifchain, their Rowan token, has a great chance. And you're mitigating that risk if you're getting it down at a market cap of only 43 million. Now, there are two versions of the Rowan token. There's an Ethereum version that you can grab on Uniswap or SushiSwap. The actual native token is Rowan. So when you go over to the DEX, you can bridge your eRowan, which is the Ethereum version, over to Rowan, and it just turns it into Rowan there. So number 2 altcoin post-hype, very undervalued in my opinion, is Sifchain. All right, guys, before I share the third token with you, take 1 second, do me a favor, smash the like button on this video, especially if you find it valuable. That will help others to find it. And of course, subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, my third and final post-hype undervalued token is Aioz. Okay, another project that came out earlier this year, huge hype. And this is one I actually FOMO'd into. I didn't buy it at the all-time high, but I bought it pretty high, and the token value right now is in the gutter. So I'm doubling down so that I can bring my overall cost of Aioz, to a reasonable point there. I do think eventually it could get to all-time highs again, but I think where you can get in today on Aioz is very, very reasonable. Now, this is a decentralized version of YouTube, essentially, and we all know in crypto, especially how bad having a centralized streaming service is, because you're seeing people talking about crypto being taken down off of YouTube all the time. Now, Aioz has a very strong team, has been funded extremely well. They've got big backers, which you want in a project this ambitious. And this is something I really like seeing, is the amount of nodes already operating Aioz. You've got almost 30,000 nodes all over the world already operating. That's a great sign for a project like this. I won't go into too much detail. Definitely a project you should be looking into, in my opinion. Again, another project that's been working hard during this dip, and one that has a huge community. Okay, 63,000 followers on Twitter. And they just announced that they're taking part in the NVIDIA Accelerator program. So they're going to be getting a ton of support from NVIDIA, which is a huge software company. They're into hardware, gaming software, gaming itself. This is a huge company, so that is a big deal that Aioz is now going to be in their accelerator program. So although a hugely ambitious project, a lot needs to go right for this to take off. But if it does, the huge potential there. This definitely is one of those projects that could 100x for sure if they can fulfill their promise. So let's look at the token here. Sitting at 29 cents, just over $30 million market cap, fully diluted, under 300 million. Okay, very undervalued in my opinion. And again, if we look at the all-time chart, very much like the other two tokens I'm talking about, look where it was and look where it is. These are the opportunities that I am looking for right now. Solid projects that had huge hype, have big communities, have great potential, but just have not seen the token price move in this last little bull run. I think these projects will eventually follow the market and move up. And because they haven't moved yet, I think they have a chance to actually move higher than some of the stuff that is already pumped. All-time high here for Aioz, 267. It's almost 90% down. Now, I bought it here around this, here before the crash, so around over $1, about $1.50 or something. So I didn't buy it up here, but I bought it here. So I'm doubling down here on it because it's just too good of value down here, in my opinion, because I still believe it as a risky but potentially big reward project. And Aioz is on one of the big exchanges. It's on KuCoin. It's also on PancakeSwap. So there's a BEP20 version of Aioz if you like buying your stuff over on Pancake, much cheaper. You don't have to deal with the ETH gas fees. Anyway, that is my third post-hype altcoin gem undervalued project. And actually, let me throw in one other one because this falls into this category as well. This is the MLT token from Media Industry Licensing Content, which is the Milk project. This is their token MLT. And the reason I want to throw this one in here, same kind of deal, great fundamentals, hugely ambitious project, was big hype when it came out, but had to crash. This one's bounced a little bit more, although in the last day with that flash crash, it came down again. So I think a great opportunity on this one as well. And I wanted to bring that up, especially because just a couple of days ago, we did this video. It was a great conversation with the founder of Milk, Henrik High. If you're interested in that project and you want to do research on it, I highly recommend this conversation. It was my first opportunity to talk to Henrik. Super intelligent guy, clearly knows the industry. He's trying to revolutionize the media industry, bring it into modern days. There's a lot of ways that blockchain can be utilized to help modernize the media industry. He's at the forefront of that. He owns a big media company in Germany. And so I would add MLT, post-hype undervalued tokens. All right, guys, I always throw in that bonus one. Okay, not always, but tend to often throw in the bonus one. I don't even mean to, but there are 4 altcoins that should be on your radar. These are the kind of projects I'm looking for. Great fundamentals, undervalued. I think they're going to pump if this hot streak continues over the next few months, which I think it will. So that was Raze Network, Sifchain, Aioz, and Media Industry Licensing Content. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. One more time to remind you, we're coming out with a CryptoWise NFT. We've partnered with Umi Digital. I'm so excited about this. So just make sure that you are following us on Twitter and subscribe to the channel because you, yes, you are going to have a chance to win our original artwork. Very, very rare. Only 10 ever are going to be minted, and we're going to give one away to our community. So make sure you're subscribed, you're following us on Twitter, because we are going to be announcing details about that very shortly. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Milton. Until next time, over and out.